After almost 3 months in Ulcinj, Montenegro, our adventures continue. Just 2 days earlier, around 2 a.m., we came home from a trip to Split, Croatia. This trip, and especially the bus ride there, was really hard on me. Here is a video about Split, Croatia. So I wasn't really looking forward for another bus ride, but at least this time it should only be 3.5 hours and not 9 hours long. Because we didn't stay at the Airbnb in Ulcinj, Montenegro, we stayed at a friend's house. We didn't have a checkout time. That was so amazing. Oh my gosh, I love that. So we ordered a taxi to pick us up at 5 p.m. The bus left at 6 p.m. So we could just stay in a room and wait. We didn't already have to check out at 10 a.m. and then just sit and wait around somewhere. So I love that. No checkout time. Amazing. We already did a lot of packing the previous day, but so on September 28, 2024, we still had lots of time to do the rest of our packing, to wait for the taxi, and do the cleaning. I mean, yes, in an Airbnb, you don't do any cleaning, of course, but if you stay at a friend's place, you should clean after yourself. So at least it's the same way how you found it, or even better. So of course, we also cleaned up. Anyways, around 1 p.m., Paul and I ate a rotisserie chicken Paul got from the grocery store. Only chicken and salt. He got that before. I ate it before. I tolerated it very well. But so already towards the end of eating that chicken, I didn't feel so good. I got really nauseous and dizzy, and I had diarrhea, I think 3 times, and a lot of IBS pains. After the diarrhea, I still felt a little bit nauseous and dizzy and weak. Fuck, please not again. Please not moving like that again, not traveling like that. That is so crazy bad. I really can't endure another bus ride feeling like throwing up, feeling like passing out. Here is the video about that bus ride where I felt like that. Please, not again. Luckily, I recovered pretty fast from it, and there was still a lot of time until we had to leave. And later on, when we were standing outside waiting for the taxi, I just had like my regular, slightly anxiety thing going on. I unfortunately basically always have that when we move. I kind of feel sick and dizzy and like a little bit of anxiety. Later, when we were waiting at the bus stop, I took a little bit of GABA to help that. 35 euros from the house to the bus station. That's fucking expensive. That's the problem when it's off season. There's no competition anymore. When we got there, totally high season, we paid 40 euros for a taxi ride from Bar to Ulcinj, Montenegro. And that was like 45 minutes for 40 euros. Now we paid 35 euros for 10 minutes taxi ride. We had to pay a little bit extra for the bus ride because we had so much luggage. The 4 seats in the back, in the very back, like a bench almost, they were still free, but we decided to sit right behind the driver where we usually sit. The road was really mountainous and very curvy. The driver drove pretty fast. I was a bit nauseous, but it was okay. I just looked straight outside and was talking to Paul, so I was doing okay. Suddenly, the minibus stopped, and it took me a while to realize that we were actually standing in line for crossing the border. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it can take a long time to cross the border. And at that time, the line was really long. So we stood there for a long time. So the driver started smoking. Yes, he opened the window, but I was sitting right behind the driver, so I couldn't take that anymore. I mean, I already felt a bit nauseous anyways, and cigarette smoke I can't tolerate at all. I can't tolerate it when I feel good, when I feel sad, when I feel bad, when I feel nauseous. No, it's really bad. So I switched over to the seat across, and the door was open, so I got some fresh air. So that helped a little bit. So then the driver also kept going outside and smoked one cigarette after the other. I just don't like addicted people. It's just so repulsive. And yeah, anyways, I couldn't take it any longer sitting there. This line was so fucking long. I mean, we got there when it was still light outside, and then it got dark. And so I grabbed Mr. Top Sirloin, my iPad, my phone, and went all the way in the back. Those 4 seats were still free. So I just laid down there and started watching movies. Score, so cool. It took 2 hours to get to the border, and this time we didn't even have to get out of the bus. The driver just collected all our passports, was gone for a while, and brought us the passports back. Yeah, we had that before, that when we got out of a country, we didn't have to get out and show our passports, just the driver did that for us. But to get into another country, we usually always had to get out ourselves, and individually you have to show your own passport. This time, no, not at all. So easy to cross that border, apparently. So we crossed the border from Montenegro to Albania and we were on our merry way. And this bus ride was actually the best so far. When I'm able to lay down, I feel so much better. Crazy better. I actually already figured that out back in Reno, Nevada, USA, where I used to live. Instead of sitting in the passenger seat, if I just lay down on the back seat, I feel so much better. And I much less likely get nauseous or sick or any of that. And it really sucks for me because when I was a child, when I was a teenager, I never ever got sick in a car. You could drive crazy roads and whatever. I was sleeping there, I was reading in there, I was doing whatever. I was basically the way like that since before I really started to getting sick. I mean, I don't know how long I had the tumor, but after I got symptoms or with the mononucleosis, the EBV, I don't know, maybe that all changed it. Now it's really hard for me and really brutal in any moving vehicle because I sometimes even feel sick, dizzy, nauseous, like here, just sitting here or laying down, or so that just really sucks that changed, because as a kid and a teenager I never ever got sick in the car. So we safely arrived in Tirana, Albania. Subscribe here to see my next video how we got from Tirana, Albania to Sarandë, Albania, where we spent the next 28 days of our nomad life. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.